Hello, welcome to another piano lesson with Richard Yang. Today I'm going to cover colors from Code, how do you say that? Code Geass, Geass, I don't know. So this is the opening theme arranged by Animenz, and in the video description below you'll find a link to the sheet music so you can follow along, as well as the link to my video performance. So this piece is on Animenz's top 10 most difficult, and I think this was added to the list like pretty early on. This is one of the earlier arrangements. These earlier arrangements are usually a little more difficult. Now, I personally don't think that this should make the true top 10, and the reason is this piece is all about speed. If you try to play at the 70% of the marked tempo, it's actually fairly simple, right? But it's when you have to go like full. So here is marked 138. At full speed is extremely difficult, right? Because it's so fast that things start to fall apart and stuff. So playing slowly, it's not too bad. Playing fast, it is. And also, the next thing is the learning curve for this one. So for the most part, it's a fairly straightforward. But the section involving the sixths, this couple of measures alone, that's what drove up the difficulty to way up. Just two measures drove me crazy. It took me such a long time to finally find a fingering that works. And because there are all kinds of fingering all kinds of ways to finger this stuff, and only one worked for me in the end. So I will go through that as well. So hopefully I can help you learn, go through, get this started to add to your repertoire. Okay, let's begin. So in the beginning, tremolo. Don't just go to ramp it up. I'm talking about the speed wise. So right? Don't just go really fast to begin with. Just go slow and fast, and give it a crescendo, slow. Now let's start. Fingering first. Oh, sorry. So far so good, right? So the left hand, make sure you can play these two notes together. And so you'll see this progression, right? So first one is G sharp, G flat on the left hand. Next one is A flat. Too much, but now here, remember, pedal off completely and just eighth rest, you continue. Right, so completely pedal off, and it's a very short rest, and you continue. Right, so let's continue. For this part, the right hand should be very easy. Except this. This is a very big stretch for me. And so you have to make sure that your wrist is at the direction to maximize your hand coverage for this stuff. Right? So probably twist this way a little bit until you can fit everything in. Yeah. So the focus is on the left hand. And the key is to play think that way, that should be good. Part you're going down, my tip is that you want to get your fingers, your fingers should stay as close to the key as possible, as if you're trying to intentionally play this very legato. Now, this can help with the keeping the 16th rhythm and the clarity, right? See, I don't do that. Stay on the key, right? So that makes it, and you kind of grab that chord. That's the way I can describe, and that helps with the clarity. Now here's some big jumps and a big leap on the left hand. See, when you play that slowly, it is okay, but when you play it at full speed, like 138, this is extremely fast. So you need to definitely practice this. Right? Well, the E flat doesn't go anywhere, so you just need to know no matter how far you go on the thumb, you always return to the E flat, right? This one is rhythm. Right? So this goes first. 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember that. And now fingering, right? So thumb first. 1, 5. And the practice is to play this these 3 notes together. Right? That can be a little challenging for some. And so section A. Section A, technically the music says to play like this: right hand 2 notes, left hand 2 notes. But 9th is a bit of a little too stressful for me. So whenever I can, I don't stress myself out, right? So just play this with the right hand. So. So when you look at the music, you might instinctively want to play with your 4th finger here. And although that can work, you will find that with the finger number 3 here, it will be much easier. And also the same advice as before, keep your hands as close to the keys as possible. As if you're trying to play this legato, instead of leaving, the fingers leave the key as soon as you play the note. Try to stick to the keys as if you're playing into it. So, and of course, because of my hand size, I have to make a lot of adjustments in terms of fingering. For example, I play the E flat on the right hand. So that's why I have to rotate my wrist to move. Right? So here. Right? So make sure you can count. And also pedal off, observe those rests, right? Section B. So section B, the right hand. Well, this sounds pretty impressive, but it's not that difficult. Right, so watch this carefully. Describe it is that when you play this, your right hand pinky will initiate this stuff. Like what I mean is this. It starts with a pinky. I think my recording, I probably missed this. I played I included the D flat early on. But same idea though. So section. Now, right hand is easy. No question about it. Left hand. So the left hand, think of it as this: 2 units, 2/16 at a time. 2 units at a time. Same thing. And that is how the way you think. Because if you try to play this in one continuous run without breaking apart logically, it may be confusing. So it's like you're picking the key, picking the keys. Pick this, like down, up, down, up, down. If you adjust the way you look at this, it's all about the way you think, right? So if you can think that way, you should make more sense. So. And also, when you do this, one thing to not to look out for, but something that can help you is to make sure your wrist is at a good direction. For example, here obviously you have to rotate this way, and you need to, when you get to the higher note, you need to rotate this way to cover those. You don't need to use finger number 4, you can do this. Use finger number 1 again. Right. And now, if you can play 10th, good for you. I can't, so I have to roll each one, so that's very unfortunate. grand piano, like on my N1X, the with the plasticky keys. It's really difficult on my digital piano. So hopefully you have a better luck with yours. So now this is the same as before. So I just play over. Slightly different. Right? So the same concept as before, the focus is on the left hand. So it's just how you break up how the left hand and it should make more sense. So when you in practice, when you want to be able to play that very smoothly fast, right? Practicing that, and we are fast. So again, just work up your speed. And the last set, when you're going down, until the left hand finishes on the F and you come together. Okay, so and then it's the same again. I'll play through. Section D, right hand is very small. The melody is on the left. Alright, so. Bottom line, it's you want to make sure you can hear the melody, right? And on this, so other than that, there's really nothing here. Requires some clarity. The most difficult part is the C. So make sure, in this case, you want to make sure that your hands are not too, your right hand is not too flat. You need to make sure you can lift your fourth finger to play this clearly. I still move my thumb over to start this. Which takes us to section F. So section most difficult part of the piece, especially the two measures involving starting here. Yeah, that's the most difficult part. So this. Number one, the scales should be easy. Right? Now, this coming down. Right? 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3, 5, 4, 3. Look at it again. The difficult part is this. After you play this, you need to make sure your fingers can work independently. Otherwise, it's really hard to play this clearly at the high speed, so you need to work with your finger clarity. And the trick is, after you play this, lean to the right. That can give you a little more room to so that your fourth finger, when you play the F, you can actually make a sound. Alright, so and when you get it here, remember it's a farther leap from here. Instead of you're not just going down with a regular scale, it goes down more for these two notes. That's on fingering, left hand. There's no issue about it. Right. So put it together. Page. Remember, so you want to match up your left hand and right hand on B flat left, D flat right. So it's just something that you need to make your brain believe. The absolute most difficult part of the piece. First of all, left hand. Right. It's not, fairly simple. Right hand. It's crazy. So after a long time, I finally figured out the fingering that works for me. Let me show that to you first. That is a fingering. And so I've tried many different kinds of fingerings. I'll show you, I'll just talk through a few different ways to play this. First of all, the music, at least the purchased version, there's a D flat here. I think that on the published book version, it's a C. So C would have made it even more difficult, but so I stick with what I got on the sheet music. So the way I do it is finger number 2 will come here, and then this you can just slide down, right? From here, slide down to play this, and from here, slide down to play the F, right? And this, you have no choice but to just double thumb. So that's the way I play it. Now, there are different ways to do it. Right. So I think that's how Animenz does it. It's so Animenz has a huge hand, so I cannot do what he does. But I think if you so mine works for sure. So I think I'll just stick to that one for now. So. I think that this section alone, these two measures alone, took me forever. I didn't record a piece early on only because I just couldn't figure these two measures out. So hopefully with this tutorial you can get it much faster than I did. And now another tip: when you play this, deliberately move your rotate your wrist this way. I don't know, for some reason it makes it easier. So, very last time. And it's really extremely difficult to get this clean. So just practice. Have different fingerings, you can use 4-5-4 and whatnot. I use 3-5-3. Okay, so that's the most difficult section. Now, section F. Right. Playing that slowly is so easy, right? But when you get faster, it can get a little confusing. See, very confusing. And now the key is, after you play this twice, the next one is just this. So now the octaves. Because the left hand pattern is pretty, there's no, you just keep playing in a loop, if you will. So this is the same technique as before. So the left hand can be a little tricky. Especially the last one. And you'll know that right now you have a degree of separation of 3, 4, 5. So something to note that it may or may not help you. 3, 4. Let's do this slowly. So the counting can be a little funny. Something to get used to. So play this first and comes down. Again, play these two notes first and then switch over. So do that slowly. number one, fingering. Right, so it's all just 3/4. Now, the second detail is that you need to be able to play the 6 with 1/3. You do that, and then you add a note on top. And now there's a little trick. You can, if you look at the top notes, look at these, whole note apart, right? A whole tone apart, half semitone, whole tone, semitone. So whole tone, semitone, whole tone, semitone. So is that 2, 1, 2, 1. So that's the one way to remember it. So you just keep doing that. Now the last one, to play this well, my recommendation is that your thumb stays on the E flat for the duration, and that makes it easier to play than if you were to let go. If you were to let go the E flat, it becomes a little weird. Right, so if you do that, so one last time. Second G. So there's a retard. You should let go of the pedal here, but Animenz didn't quite, so I didn't either. Section H. Obviously very, very small. So this section, just bring out the melody, that's it. So this is like grabbing stuff. Other than that, there's not much to it. Section I. So section I, fingering first. No other way except to just play slowly and just do it, right? So that's a pretty fast jump. You can, so according to Animenz, you can, according to music, you play that with the right hand. But that's a very strange, so I just play it the way I just did, so. section, you just need to get used to it. There's no magic to it. So section J. For this, so the left hand is just not much to it. Right hand fingering. So you don't have a choice here. So coming down, going up, and again, and scale. So in theory, when you play this separate from separate left hand and right hand, it shouldn't be difficult. It's when you put them together, it can be a challenge. So how do you put it together? You just want to coming down, and you want to capture all and end up with a match up here, and then match up here. So with polyrhythm, you need to be able to play the two hands separately perfectly, meaning you know the notes. You need to know the notes well. And then you have to find strategic spots to match up your right hand and the left hand. So keep working on that. You don't need to go, to the sheet music to just draw lines between left and right hand until you match up. That is way too weird. So so that's really the way to do it. Just start at the same place. Where you want to get to, and from here, here, so technically, these are 2 against 3, but when you play this pretty fast, it probably doesn't really matter. That's it. So. That's where it pretty much ends, but the official version has an extended ending, starting here. That's it, colors. So until next time, goodbye.